happy Father's Day, a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. 2020, I know, is it's a special year, let's put it that way. For me, it's actually the funniest thing. When I started my journey as a single father and a single parent with Jay, she was only 3 months, and she was born on the 21st of June 2017. I kept on telling my wife, I hope this is my Father's Day gift, and Jay skipped that year. But Father's Day has coincidentally hit on the same day as Jay's birthday today, which for me is wow, it's just magic. But it's also bittersweet because her mom is not there. The milestones that we've gone through, the journey just from 3 months to 3 years has been up and down and sideways and crooked. And today I decided I'm going to welcome you guys into our world for you to see a glimpse of a day in my life, a day in our life, because this is how I care.
Wala sitachoka kumpenda, mina mpenda. Wala sitachoka, anajua nampenda, mina jua nanipenda, anajua nampenda. Kama kupenda ni hatia, niko tayari kwenda mahakamani. Bure munanichukia, ila mungejua pendo langu kwake, mungenikubali. Eti kisa mifukara, sina hadhi ya kumpenda, na maneno mnayosema.
It's 6:30 in the morning at the bear's crib. Jay is thankfully still asleep, but our water heater is broken. It's the cold season, so I've got to warm her water. I've got a nanny who's a day bag, so she doesn't come until about 8 in the morning. And when she comes, I have to have cleaned Jay, sometimes given her breakfast, and then I can leave the nanny with Jay. But for now, till Jay wakes up and till the nanny comes, it's just me and Jay. Yeah, disturbing you. Good morning, madam. No disturbing. I'm not disturbing you. Hey, it's already 8 o'clock in the morning. You want to brush your teeth first?
Put for doggy.
You want to put for doggy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put for doggy, but don't put on doggy's face because it'll get...
Yeah.
That's enough for doggy. Doggy has small teeth. You're clean. Spit. Tell him spit. Spit. Okay, let's brush our teeth. Let me brush your teeth. Every day we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. Wash yourself. Good girl.
Give me soap, Daddy.
I give you the soap. Okay, there's the soap. Wash it. Oopsie. The ouch is here.
Yes.
Okay. Can you find the ouch, Mr. Hand? Okay, let me find the ouch. Find the ouch, find the ouch, find the ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
Good girl.
She's there.
She's not there. She hasn't come yet.
Not coming. She's there.
No, she's not. Stand. Let's go open the door. Ah, guess who's here?
Huh?
Good morning.
Morning.
Say hi, Tita.
Morning.
Say hi, Tita.
Sit down. How are you? I want to shop with you.
You don't buy sweet.
You have money? Yes.
Where's money?
It's there.
Where?
You buy.
Sasa. For me on a normal day, it's wake up in the morning, it's wait for Jay to wake up because one of the things that she's always known is that daddy and mommy, unfortunately, well, when mommy was there, she would wake up and find both of us smiling. And I would intentionally do that before I go to work so that she has that connect of my parents love me. The people who gave birth to me love me and are always there, and people smile when they wake up. Not that she's always going to smile when she wakes up, but that's how it is.
Maybe.
Oh, wow. At the work?
Yes.
No way.
I'm be scared of the panty bear.
Oh my gosh.
I call police.
You call police?
Yes.
How do you know even about police, honey? Okay, see you later. Love you. Let me go to work. Love you. I love you. Okay, see you later. Okay, eat breakfast and then you go to the shop, okay?
Okay.
And you put your shoes.
Call back later. Safaricom is for you.
Everybody busy today. Everybody busy today. Everybody busy today. From the time I give the nanny, Jay, to me being in the office, it's go, phone, computer, this, what, and that's actually why I wear glasses, because I'm now highly dependent on my gadgets to be able to do my sales.
Close your sales.
Aye, bro.
Oh, all right. Cheers, bro.
Okay, take care, man. God bless. Say hi to the fam.
God bless you too. We'll do,
All
man.
right, all right.
Daddy, the duck is control.
No way.
And the cat draw.
The duck can draw.
Yes.
Are you sure? The duck can draw. I'm sure the duck can draw. Honey.
Daddy,
You want to carry me?
what's this?
It's pencils for daddy's drawing. I was drawing a bag. Look, it's a bag. It's a bag.
For me.
It's a bag for, it's a joke.
For me.
Yeah, for you.
Okay.
Yeah. A day in the life means that Jay, whenever she wants, I work from home. I've always worked from home. COVID, no COVID, that has been my MO, modus operandi, work from home. So when Jay wants, she'll just leave the living room and straight into the studio. She knows she's gonna find me there and start mucking about, playing about and stuff like that, which is good because it builds her self-confidence. And also I have the mindset that this is a legacy company for this young lady, and what I'm doing is for this young empress to one day take over. So it's important that she get involved.
Yeah, Daddy.
Download it, yeah? Great. This is color what? I can't even tell. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, it's navy blue.
I put it on the
Oh, you spoiled my bag. That was an award-winning bag design right there, man.
Sorry, Daddy.
It's okay. One of the questions we've been asked a lot through this journey, especially that I've been asked, is how come you're a single dad and what's happening? And in as much as I laugh about it, it is one of the most painful things that I've had to go through in life. And imagine this. Imagine it's 3 o'clock in the morning. As usual, your wife wakes up to breastfeed your child, and your child is exclusively on breast milk. Your child is just 90 days old, 3 months old. She's breastfeeding, and then she says, I have a headache, honey. And I was wide awake, as I always am, because I was part of the breastfeeding exercise, because what I would do is I would make sure that as she's breastfeeding, I am feeding her, the mother. So I would go and make some milk or make some Milo or make some tea, whatever she'd need, I'd make it for her so that she has that with her. And she says, I'm having a headache, so just get me some painkillers. And I get her painkillers, and she asks me to hold the baby. I hold the baby, and she goes and throws up the painkillers. And I'm like, that's not a good sign. Whatever that is means that mother is in distress. So I tell her, let's get into the car, let's go to hospital. Literally by the time we got to hospital, I thought she was asleep. And it was just a 20-minute drive. I got to hospital, the doctors wheel her straight into high dependency unit and get me to start signing documents and stuff. I signed the documents. An hour later, literally, I think, a doctor comes to tell me, I'm sorry, but your wife is dead. I'm trying to comprehend that in my head. And I'm saying, this must be a nightmare, because we've just been breastfeeding a child. How does a person die from breastfeeding a child? What? And a headache. Apparently what had happened was Jay's mom had internal bleeding caused by lack of vitamin K. I suggest, if you are trying to be a parent, both mom and dad, you Google what happens to women after they've given birth and their vitamin K level. It is the magic vitamin that enables our blood to clot. Without it, no matter what you do, without vitamin K in your system, you bleed out internally. So that's what happened to us, and that was my rough introduction to single parenthood. Do I miss her? I miss her like hell. Do I wish she was here to help me change diapers? Yes. Do I wish she was here to help me cuddle a child when the child is sick and running a fever and colicky and screaming her head off all night and in distress because she's cold or she can't express herself in the beginning months, or she's teething and she's having a headache and she can't tell me she's having a headache, and she's, you know, all of these things, they were extremely overwhelming, especially in the beginning months. And I near lost my mind. I near lost my mind being alone with this child. But I had made a promise to myself, my wife, and my child, because Jay was an intentional child. We intended to have her. And I tell people this, be intentional with your actions. I had made a promise from before Jay was born that Jay was always going to see mommy and daddy. And Jay was always going to have mommy and daddy. And Jay was going to have the best life on earth because she was going to have both parents. God. And as Jay turns 3, I wonder what her mom would have said. I wonder what her mom... I didn't want to buy cake for one reason. Because I don't know what cake her mom would have chosen for her today. That's the importance of a mother. That's the importance of loving. That's the importance of being.
Wow! What's this?
It's going to be like the most important thing you need in school, a sharpener, so that you can sharpen your pencils quickly. It's called a sharpener. Say sharpener. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make us. It doesn't make a sound. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. I've got a lovely, lovely, lovely team that supports me. And the head of our leather studio is a lady. She's the head of production there, and she is a no-nonsense, the general. When Jackie, the general, has spoken, we all bow down because she knows her job inside out, but she's also a single mom. And she runs us the same way she runs her family. No nonsense. She makes sure everything is done on time, it's done to perfection, and it's done with that feminine touch. So when you see our bags, you see a lot of love because we all put a lot of passion into it. And I'm all for really supporting gender parity by my actions, not just by my words. So I've given a lot of single parents opportunities to work with us and for us.
Naitwa Jacqueline Makoha, nafanya kazi Joka Jok. I'm the head of this studio. Nafanya kama production manager, pattern making, a cutter, and also a machinist. I'm a single mother of 3. Kama watu wengi wana believe mwanamke ni kukaa home kufoshea watu nguo, but kama mimi a single mother nafaa kutoka nijishughulishe hapa na pale, na sisi hatufai kukaa nyumbani kama wamama tukingojea tuletewe. Unafaa kutoka ujishughulishe hapa na pale 1 2 3 to make sure familia imepata mapato ya kila siku. Na wakati wa corona, I thank my boss hajatuambia tufanyie kazi home, sababu hiyo haiwezi fanyikia home.
In the evening, when I come home from work, it's not an easy ride because if I cook, Jay will eat better than when her nanny cooks. And I know her special meal. So I have to cook her meals for her, and I have to feed her dinner because her nanny will leave at 5 o'clock promptly, and Jay eats at about 7. So after work, work continues.
You have to taste it. Damu. Damu. Okay, let me finish.
To all the dads out there, I intentionally, I said this in the beginning, be intentional. I intentionally made this video on Father's Day, a day in the life of a single dad who's also a man mom. Actually, a man who's a mom 24/7. I made this video to challenge you guys to change the stereotypes in your mind. You've got people who love you, maybe. You've got a wife with children, they're celebrating you. But maybe you don't change the diapers. Maybe you don't do the dishes. Maybe you don't clean. And we know it's hard because you're the provider. Guess what? I'm the provider as well. But I've got to come home and I've got to put on my cleaning hat. I've got to put on my cooking hat. I've got to put on my doctor's hat. And I've got to play with Jay when she wants to play dress up, whether I like it or not. I know all the cartoons on television, whether I like it or not. In fact, I've stopped watching news because the television belongs to Her Royal Highness. But why am I doing this? I'm doing this so that I can raise a generation raised better than me. Not that I was raised wrong, but remember, every generation we should aspire for more, isn't it? So I'm doing this to raise the bar, to raise a young lady to have confidence, but also we've put ourselves out there as the bears to make sure that you who are watching are inspired to be a generation of much better fathers. Be a generation of much better leaders. Be a generation of much better parents, and share these chores. Make sure that you show how you care, not just by gifts and presents. Honey, I brought you this, but your personal presence and your involvement. I think that's the most important thing that we can do especially now as this generation, because we've seen struggles, divorces, separations. Sometimes the whole society is morphing into a different kind of society. As you've seen at Joka Jok, we have the single parents who are there, you know, and there's a lot more dependency. But if you have somebody who's special, even an auntie and a sister, a cousin who is female and she doesn't have that support, why don't you go and wash her dishes for her today? She got kids. Why don't you go and say, hey, let me just chill out and play with on the playing mat. You know, Jay's playing mat is right down here, by the way. Why didn't you sit on the playing mat? Play with the kids, you know? Have fun, enjoy parenthood, but also let's think about the broader society and the impact that better men can make. Because better men make a better world. More involved men make a much better world. And a better world would be a better place for our children, and we'd have much better families. If we have better families, that means we have better society, better nyumba kumis. That means we have better communities. That means we have better cities, better towns. That means that we have a much more robust generation coming after us, which is so critical right now. God bless. Remember, happy Father's Day. Live, love. Remember to always, always, always laugh. Mama J, this one's for you.
One piece like this. Come on, JJ. Give me a little bit. It's Jamu.